the church is going out and preaching to the faithful. You know, you have a list. I don't know what your list of movies are, but I've seen a few now, and I want to be careful because everybody who's made these, they're all good people. I know some of them, and they all have good intent and everything else. But I go to these movies and I think to myself, who are you talking to? You've gone to the church and you got the people who are the zealots already, the ones who are in the church. I'm going every Sunday, and then that movie comes out, and then I'm going to go see that too. But I can't bring my friend who doesn't go to church because it's too in your face. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I don't know if church people get that. Do they get that?
It is a quandary, and there are basically three types of faith-based movies that I've recognized and have seen. And that the first type is what you just referred to, and that's preaching to the choir, in-your-face, evangelistic story where the villain accepts Christ at the end, and we all feel good about ourselves and we all go home. The second one is more risky. That's when Hollywood or somebody tries to tell a Bible story, but if they don't get it exactly right, I mean, if they have
rock people,
rock demons building the ark, they're going to get a huge pushback.
That might have been a little farther than.
And you can't really promote a movie to a congregation or even use the curriculum that goes with it because you have to give 15 disclaimers. Now, this is not true. This is not true. But the best kind of movie, which is the movie that, and if you ask me to convince you, I'm going to say do it because it is a parable. Jesus, the greatest storyteller of all time, used parables to communicate. And if you get a really good story, be it in Spanish or English or Aramaic, but if you get a really good story and draw principles from the scriptures, create a faith-based curriculum that can be used with small groups.
Folks, what do you mean by that? So in other words, we take the movie and then we create something for the churches, or we have pastors create a packet?
Well, what I mean by tools is a curriculum that goes along with the movie that points out principles and sometimes the obvious, sometimes not the obvious, but it gives us a tool to utilize the movie as a witnessing tool to accomplish the Great Commission. And it is an incredible and wonderful way to invite friends and to have a small group discussion about the movie. What did you get out of it? Did you see this? Did you see that? And that's how we reach. That's how we go. It has to be a great story, a parable, and it has to equip us with the tools that we can equip our people to reach their friends.
By the way, you could watch this entire film
and not know.
And not know what
it's the difference between C.S. Lewis and Tolkien. I mean, that was their bet, which one could write the better story. And we're seeing now that it's Tolkien, as long as it's not so disguised that you never see it.
By the way, if you don't know, it still should be a phenomenal movie.
Yeah, it should be.
That's the point, right? If you never catch the underlying message, it doesn't matter. It's a story about love, hope, all the great tropes that make amazing movies.
Giant universal messages.
At a time when we need them more than ever.